All right, what's happening, YouTube? Today we are going over the 7 fragrances that I wore last week, so weekly fragrance rotation video. Before we get into the video, as always, guys, you know the drill. If you haven't done so already, I invite you to at least consider subscribing and ringing the bell. That is, if you like the content, and I'm sure you do. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Starting off with last Saturday, I went with the fragrance I just reviewed. The Choco Musk fragrance. Super cheapy. Got it on Amazon for next to nothing. Like 10 or 12 bucks. Man, so gourmand. Beautiful, sweet chocolate musk, like vanilla extract smell. Very good, guys. Like I said in that video, you probably just saw that video because it came out yesterday. Don't want to spend too much time on this one. Really good for the price, though. Cheapy gem is what I'm going to call this one. Around 10 bucks. 50 milliliter. EDP concentration, really nice gourmand, powdery rich chocolate, vanilla extract smell. Good stuff, maybe great stuff, depending on who you ask. Check this one out. All right, getting into last Sunday, I went with Fahrenheit EDT. This bottle's from like 2013, maybe 2015. I'm not even going to spray this because it's so powerful. An old bottle of mine that I've had for a long time. I haven't worn this in forever. Everyone talks about this being relatively harsh, the petrol gasoline smell. But man, when this dries down, oh, it's lovely. Smells masculine, smells put together, respected, boss fragrance. I really like this stuff. I might rock this again soon, sometime before the weather starts getting too hot. Man, I literally haven't worn this in so long. Fahrenheit's good. There's a lot of clones, but the original, kind of in a league of its own. All right, getting into Monday, went with Versace's Man Eau Fraiche. I haven't worn this one as well in a long time. I actually reach for Star Walker more than this when I'm in the mood for a fragrance like this. So bright though. Like this citrus on my skin is so like bright. You can almost taste it. Really nice, uplifting fragrance. Gets me in a good mood. Good gym fragrance as well. Overall, one that I think will always be around. I don't think anyone's gonna ever give up on this stuff. No matter, even with the Star Walker, a lot of people like Star Walker, very similar. They obviously were inspired by this, but you know what? The real thing, it's never going to go away. I prefer Star Walker, but sometimes I'm in the mood for the real thing. This one's good. Reach for this one if you have it as well. Maybe you haven't showed it love in a while. It's always pleasant, mass appealing. Someone's going to think you smell good. All right, getting into Tuesday, I went with a Cremo fragrance, Blue Cedar and Cypress. Now, I haven't worn this one in quite a while. This is actually relatively new to me. I got this a while back. I got this a while back at Burlington. No, it was TJ Maxx. I think I paid around 10 bucks for this. These Cremo fragrances are actually pretty dang good for the price. Now, when I first sprayed it on, and then now when I wear it and I first spray it on, I'm not super impressed. It smells a little bit harsh and kind of busy. I feel like the spiciness and the blue elements of this are kind of colliding and fighting. So I kind of wrote it off when I first sprayed it on when I left TJ Maxx a while back when I got it. But when this dries down and balances out, it smells really nice. It smells to me like you took just a generic blue shower gel smell and then you beefed it up with nice, decent quality masculine cedar. Really cool. It's not groundbreaking. It smells familiar to me. It's kind of a generic DNA, if you will, kind of a mixture of generic DNAs at the very least. But I can't pinpoint what it smells like. It does smell like something, but I wonder if that's just because it has the generic shower gel and the generic cedar smell. I don't know, but it's pretty good. Very affordable. Performs pretty well on my skin too. So check this one out, guys, if you haven't already. Don't overlook these cheap Cremo fragrances. All right, Wednesday, we went with English Laundry's Crown. You guys know how much I love this stuff. Arguably my favorite from English Laundry. One of my favorites from English Laundry. Heavily inspired by Azzaro Wanted. Man, this is so good. This is really, really good. I'm actually out of the original Azzaro Wanted. I don't know if I'll get another bottle because this just does it for me. This works as well, if not better, on my skin than the original Azzaro Wanted. Actually, I think I said that in the last video when I talked about this, but I don't think this performs better. Excuse me. But I do enjoy this one a lot. Azzaro Wanted, that DNA is awesome. Also timeless. I think Azzaro Wanted by Night and some of the newer flankers like Most Wanted get a little bit more love these days. But man, that original DNA is so good. I'm not going to say it's better than the flankers. But I think overall you could argue that because it's more, I'm not going to say it's more versatile than the flankers, but you can wear it anytime, any place, and it's going to work really well. Some of the, like Most Wanted, I think that's more of a situational fragrance, more of a date night fragrance. You could wear it every day. Wanted by Night, same thing. Kind of a date night fragrance, right? Not so much an everyday scent, but this DNA, the original Azzaro Wanted DNA, I feel like that works really well for date nights as well, but also an everyday fragrance. So, man, I would argue it might be the best. Some people are going to want to stone me for that, but I love that original DNA. Crown copies it and does a good job. Again, very affordable way to get your nose on that DNA. I love this stuff. I never get tired of it. Crown, check this one out if you haven't already. Hopefully you can find it for like 15 bucks or less at your local rack store. Then getting into Thursday, I went with Prada's Amber Pour Homme, a fragrance I don't wear that often because it's just relatively boring to me. But sometimes I am in the mood for this DNA. As many people have said, really high quality soap smell. Smells like you're in a high quality hotel and they have a really nice expensive soap. That's a good description. It's a little more than that. It's got some brightness. It's got a touch of sweetness on my skin as well. But overall, yeah, it's a soap smell. Kind of boring, but my lord, is it safe, you know? If you're going to be in the office, it's a safe way to go. I think this is pretty safe in the gym as well. If you don't overspray, you're just going to smell like a clean bar of soap. I don't think anybody's going to hate that. I don't think you're going to, it's not groundbreaking, of course, but I think it's kind of a must-have. This is classic, like I said. There's always going to be some time and place to rock something like this. And like I said, if you don't have this, you probably should look into it because it performs well. When it dries down, the balance is really nice. It's a clean smell, mass appealing. I think nobody's going to complain if you wear this. You might not get massive compliments, but again, you're going to smell clean like high quality soap. So check it out because Prada, they always do pretty well on their fragrances. Amber Pour Homme. And then Friday, I went with YSL Y EDT, fragrance I haven't worn in a while. Man, I love it though. So the EDP is enjoyable. The EDP is awesome. I love it, but it can be really harsh on my skin and kind of give me a headache sometimes. This one is a little bit easier to wear, not quite as boastful. Bright, mouth-watering citrus along with the apple. They work together really well to, like I said, be like mouth-watering on my skin. Such a bright, inviting, compliment monster DNA. Someone told me this is discontinued. I never did look into that. I hope that's not true, but I think it is. I love this DNA. If you don't have a ball of this, I would grab one now because this is a fragrance that is, like I said before, just a compliment monster. Chicks dig this stuff. Women are going to love the way you smell. Men are going to wish they smelled like you when you wear this one. Anytime, any place, any season, for any reason, it's a good fragrance. Damn good for date nights, good for going to the movie, good for hanging with your buddies, good for staying in. It's inviting, it's sexy, it's good stuff. It'll never be out of my collection. Well, maybe it will be because I think it's discontinued, but assuming I don't run out of this bottle, it's not going to be out of my collection. So, hey, you know what, guys? I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, drop me a like because it matters. It would be helping me out. It lets YouTube know the video is worthwhile, the channel's worthwhile. You liked it. Maybe someone else will like it too. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Why haven't you? Until next time, guys, I'm going to leave you how I always leave you. Take your vitamins, hit the gym, always stay improving. That's very important along with smelling good. God bless. Be well until next time. I'm out.